Tonight, graphic video showing a man being detained by police before he was found unresponsive in his cell.
Help me, officer. Look, calm down.
Okay. Released by his family's attorney, now filing a wrongful death lawsuit against the Lawrence County Sheriff in South Carolina.
Never in my life would I have thought that this shame would come to Lawrence County through my house. If my son's death causes humanity to prevail and change to come to the law enforcement facilities in Lawrence County in the state of South Carolina, then his life will not be in vain.
Jarvis Evans called 911 for himself during a mental health episode last July, according to the lawsuit. Audio of the call suggests that Evans felt threatened.
I think somebody down here stalking us, and they just all over the place, and I just need the officer to come out here. I just feel like my life is in danger.
The lawsuit says that Evans suffered from mental illness and that sheriff's deputies routinely helped transport Evans to a psychiatric facility. On the night of July 29th, according to the lawsuit, his mother told a deputy on scene that she believed Evans had, quote, taken some drugs laced with something and requested he be taken to the hospital. But the lawsuit says officials took Evans to the Johnson Detention Center instead, with plans to charge him with 2 misdemeanors, a breach of peace and resisting arrest. When they arrive, Evans is allegedly placed in a chokehold against a glass window. The department prohibits all forms of chokeholds, according to the lawsuit.
No, you don't. Y'all hurt me. I didn't hurt you. Y'all hurt me. Y'all killed me.
Evans complains of being unable to breathe and begins screaming for his mother's help.
Mama, got my ID.
Deputies place leg restraints on Evans.
Oh, man, calm the down.
The deputies put a spit mask on Evans's head, then lift him off the ground and into an emergency restraint chair.
Maybe if you didn't come in acting like a complete or we wouldn't have to do this to you.
Deputies continue to secure him in the chair, then take out tasers.
Move any leg, I will take you.
Tried to kick us.
But no, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Moments later, as Evans grows more agitated, a deputy allegedly tases him at least 3 times.
He tased me.
Evans is then brought to a cell, which is when the released video ends. The lawsuit saying he, quote, continued to yell and thrash, was sweating profusely, and, quote, making statements that did not make sense. The suit also says he was not checked on.
They have to be medically cleared every 15 minutes. There has to be some type of supervision to check the inmate to make sure they're still doing well. That never happened.
A deputy walking by later noticed Evans was unresponsive, and deputies contacted medical staff for the first time, according to the lawsuit. Evans was then transported to a hospital and pronounced dead just before 3 a.m. on July 30th. NBC News requested public records surrounding the incident, but did not receive them from the county. The Lawrence County Sheriff confirmed his office was served with the lawsuit and provided NBC News with a statement saying he requested an internal affairs investigation into the matter and an investigation from the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division, but would not comment further. Our NBC News law enforcement analysts weighing in.
When I was an officer, I've had to deal with people in mental crisis, and they're unpredictable, and so you have to really modulate what you're doing based on what you have before you, and it can become very, very risky. But what you don't want is for people to use more force than what is required to take a person into custody.
Now his mother hoping his story will bring justice.
The world has to see how my son was treated. The videos has to be used to ensure that this kind of treatment does not happen to another mother's son or to another son's father.
All right, Maya Eaglin joins us now live on set. So Maya, obviously a difficult story. You spoke to the mother there. What else did you want people to know?
So there are 2 other things that really stood out from our conversation today. First, it's that even though that video is hard to watch, she wants people to understand the emotions they feel when watching it in hopes of it creating further systemic change. And the second was that out of all of this that's been happening, the hardest part for her was being the minister at her son's funeral and watching her 5 grandchildren grieve their father. She's worried about how they're going to be supported and taken care of now.
Okay, Maya Eaglin first. Maya, thank you for that.